is the most illegal base you can build in Minecraft? Well, I want to find out. And today, I'm going to be building all of the illegal bases from least illegal all the way to the most illegal. And we're going to start by building a floating sand house. And you're probably wondering, how does that work? Because when you place sand, it just falls. Well, I made this massive plot to test out a bunch of different illegal builds. And we'll start by making the floating sand house. And now that we have the walls done, I'm going to do my absolute best to make this sand float. And typically it doesn't float, but using string underneath, which is essentially invisible, you can place sand on top of it. And if I just cover the entire roof with string, we can make our entire roof floating sand. And I'm gonna come down here to make a floating door. And now that we have that done, we have completed our floating sand house. As long as you don't walk inside and see the totally obvious string. And from here, the builds are only to get more illegal, with a bedrock house being the last house. And for our next build, we have to travel all the way back to version 1.2.5. And to do that, I'm gonna be building a teleporter that totally works. Totally isn't so we can just have smooth transition. And now we're in version 1.2.5 and whoa, this looks a little different. Now that we traveled back in time, I actually have no gear, so we need to start by getting basic materials, starting with stone. Now I can upgrade my pickaxe to stone as well as my axe and sword. And now that we have a stone sword, we can calmly say goodbye to all these cows. Oh no, dude, I kind of feel bad for that one. Well, more food for me, I guess. And now that we have some food, it's time to head down into a cave. My goal in this version is to get a soak touch pickaxe so we can get ice and then make a water base in the nether. And while we're looking around this cave, I'm gonna let this food smelt. And I might as well grab up all the iron that I see. And seriously, the food still isn't done. And I really don't want to be moving into this cave without any food, so I'm gonna have to wait. Alright, and we'll smelt this iron now. And to start, we'll make an iron pickaxe and a chest plate. Now I want to move deeper into this cave and see if we can find diamonds so we can get obsidian. And this ravine certainly looks promising. And I'm going to smelt some iron really quick, but I also want to grab some blocks. Wait a second. I did not place this. Is this a mob spawner? No way, dude. This will be absolutely huge for getting silk touch. But first I need to deactivate it. Skeleton, get out of my way. I need to put this torch down. Oh my gosh, dude. And skeletons do so much damage in this version. I'm gonna do a peek method here. Okay, and now that both the skeletons are gone, we can deactivate the spawner. Now we'll check inside the chest. We got a bucket, and what's inside of this one? Some iron, dude. Let's go. We're in the right direction for this one. And because I don't want to lose my hardcore world, I'm gonna make some iron leggings, helmet, and boots. And now I'm feeling a little bit more confident to jump down into this ravine. Whoa, no, I was not ready yet. Oh, thank God there was water down here. And somehow this ravine isn't deep enough for diamonds. And because I need diamonds to get obsidian, I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper and try and find a different cave. Oh, yo, we got diamonds, let's go. And it seems like there's a good amount, let's go. But now we have to continue the hunt. And now I'm strip mining, and there's some lava here. Does this connect to a bigger cave? Ooh, it does. Now we can definitely get some obsidian here. And hopefully we can find some diamonds along the way. And now that I've found a place to get obsidian, I'm gonna make a diamond pickaxe, and we're gonna start collecting obsidian. Now I basically have everything I want from this cave. But now I have to work on turning this mob spawner into a real XP farm. And I know doing all this to get a water base in the nether might not seem worth it, but it's going to be worth it when I get mob spawners after this. And now that I've turned this into a fall damage mob farm, I need to remove these torches while avoiding the skeleton. But now I can safely block this. Whoa! No, why is there a creeper here? Dude, where did he come from? What the heck? Okay, well, that was very unexpected. Okay, now we have to try and kill him. Please don't blow up. Oh, okay, good. We're good. We're good. And I'm just going to block off this ravine so no other mobs come in. Now, if we just head down this path, we have successfully made our mob farm. And if I just break this block right here, we can collect all of the XP we need. And this seems to be very efficient. And one of them dropped a bow. Let's pick that up. Oh, it's enchanted with power 1 and it has no durability loss. Let's go. But now I need to save up levels until I get to level 44. My gosh, dude. I've genuinely been here for like 3 hours. And I've been through like 5 diamond swords. We finally hit level 45. But we still don't have an enchanting setup yet, so we need to go find the stronghold. And thankfully, I already know where the stronghold is in this seed. And I believe it should be right here, so let's dig straight down. And finally, I found, whoa, we're right in the portal room. Let's go. And dude, why do I already hear a zombie banging on the door and a silverfish? What is going on? And we'll be coming back to get end portal frames later. But for now, I'm here for the library and to collect some books. And my inventory's full. So now we can head back to our base. And we're gonna start by making myself an enchantment table. And I'll start by mining this out and creating the entire setup. And you're probably wondering why I have so many bookshelves. It's because in this version, enchants go all the way up to level 50. But to go alongside with that, you can just simply click and refresh your enchant until you get a high level enchantment. And it's most likely to get Silk Touch at level 44 or higher. And I haven't been seeing anything higher than level 36. But this level 41 is kind of tempting. I think I might take it. Yo, we got Silk Touch first try. No way. That usually takes people forever to do. And now we need to make a quick stop in 1.3.1 so that we can get ice. And here we are. And things have not changed very much. And now in this version, we can use our Silk Touch pickaxe to mine ice. And we're gonna need a lot of it. And with all that ice, that's all we needed to do. We can head back to 1.2.5. And now I need to head down back to my base. Now I need to mine out a little area so I can make a nether portal. And we'll quickly light the portal and head into the nether. And my gosh, do I not miss old nether terrain. And let me see if I can get my most iconic achievement. Bang, there we go. Our goal here is to actually make another base. If only there was a way I could get down there super easily. Oh, look at that. We can put water in the nether in this version. And we can just swim across lava using water in the nether. And for our next illegal base, I'm going to quickly make this platform and I'm going to use ice to make a water base in the nether. And with all of that ice broken, if we head down to the bottom here, we can see a fully enclosed area of water in the nether. And to prove this is actually a base, I'm going to put a crafting table here. And my gosh, does this just look so cursed to have water in the nether. And for my next illegal base, I'm going to move back to beta 1.9 pre-release 4 so I can make a house out of mob spawners. Whoa. Where did everything go? What the heck? Is everything gone? No way, dude. My base is gone too. What the heck? Well, that's not good. But since we know where a mob spawner is, we can head right here. And that's what we need. We need to mine this with a Silk Touch pickaxe. And we can actually pick up a mob spawner in survival Minecraft. And what happens if I place it? Well, I just got a pig spawner. What the heck? And now, ow, dude, why doesn't water take fall damage? What the heck? And now we can grab some obsidian to transfer this over to our main world. And also duplicate the mob spawner so we can make a huge base out of mob spawner. And I was gonna build my duping setup in this biome, but it appears every time I put down water, it just freezes. Why is that in the game? Well, I'm gonna try and find a different biome where we can make this work. And this desert seems like it will do the trick. And I just noticed that the sun is circular in this version for some reason. And now for the dupe, all we have to do is build a nether portal and light it, have blocks going around it like this, and put water with a hole there. And now if we focus on the crafting table and put the mob spawner in the crafting table, boom, we got a duplicate mob spawner. But this mob spawner is no ordinary mob spawner because every time you right click, it spawns in another one. So using this, I can just spam click and generate hundreds of mob spawners. And now I have an entire inventory full of mob spawners. And now to bring these to our actual world, we have to head to the nether. And then if I just empty my inventory into a chest with all of the mob spawners in there, we can then switch to the latest version of Minecraft. And now I'm in my current version of Minecraft, but I replaced this world's nether with the old version's nether. And I see our familiar cobblestone blocks. Yo, why is there a ghast here? Oh, I hit it back at him. Whoa. Oh, he dropped a disc? Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I have this. I have no idea what is wrong with this portal, but now we can check out the chest. Dude, we have so many mob spawners. And if we head back to the overworld, we can start to build things with our new mob spawners. And I have a feeling that most of you guys have seen this thumbnail, but I actually want to recreate that in my hardcore world. So we're gonna start by getting a sapling, and then I'll grab some bones from my mob farm. And now if I just place down this sapling and bone meal it, we can start to replace the leaves with mob spawners. And there it is. Dude, tell me that doesn't look just like that other thumbnail. Wow. But I actually also want to build a quick house out of mob spawners while I'm at it. And oh my gosh, this looks so illegal to have in my world. And quickly I'm going to grab a shulker so that I can store all of my illegal items within the shulker. And now we have 3 of our bases done. Now I need to go back in time to beta 1.9 pre-release 3 so that I can get end portal frames. And here we are. I feel like all I've been doing is switching versions this video. But now we can go find a stronghold and get end portal frames. Whoa, look at those 2 humongous glass pillars. You'll see why those are important in just a second. Because if we mine down on where these glass pillars are, we end up straight in the portal room. And going back in time made my enchantments just say enchanted. I don't know what that means. And I don't know why this was left in the game, but as you can see, the end portal frame looks completely different. And still, you can't mine it with your pickaxe. But if I craft TNT, and light it. Wait, why isn't it lighting? Oh, there it is. Okay. And now we can collect end portal frames. But now we actually have them in our inventory. And hopping back to pre-release 4, we can see the portals start to look a little more like they should. And now returning to our familiar dupe setup, we can quickly do the exact same thing to create infinite end portal. I'm just gonna make an entire inventory full of end portal frames. Now we can do the exact same thing and transfer it to our new version of Minecraft. And now we can hop into our totally real teleporter and end up back in our new version of Minecraft. And oh my gosh, dude, this still looks so cursed to me. But if we follow our familiar cobblestone paths, we can find the chest full of end portal frames. And we'll just quickly take all of them and head back to the overworld. And I'm gonna put some of them inside of the Chulker Ball and take some of them to build something out of. And I think right behind our teleporter would be a perfect spot to build something out of end portal frame. And I have to be super careful because you can't break these blocks. And my first thing I want to test is if I can make an actual end portal just anywhere in my world. So I'm gonna use all of my Eyes of Ender to light this portal up and hope that we can get a portal anywhere in my world. Wait, why is it not working? Okay, well, I built a second portal on top of that one, and let's hope that this works. Oh, yeah, there we go. We can make an end portal anywhere in my world now. And now let me just finish building the rest of our end portal house. And I think this is my final result. I cannot believe that we have end portal frames in vanilla survival Minecraft. And I know you guys thought these two were crazy, but I need to go back in time to get bedrock for the final house. And here we are, we're back in that familiar world in 15W47C. And this time we actually need to go to the nether for real to get blaze rods. And I'm pretty sure somewhere around here, yep, there it is, a fortress. And I need to take out as many blazes as I can to get as many blaze rods as I can. And here we have our first blaze rod. And I've been looking around this fortress for spawners, but it appears this open-ended one is the only one that spawns blazes. And I've killed like 5 or 6 blazes and I've gotten 0 rods. Come on. Hopefully this guy, whoa, no, block. Oh my gosh, dude, how am I still alive? And I forgot that in this version, shields are a thing again. So let me, wait, how do you make a shield? Oh, okay, there it is. Now I just need to keep killing blazes until we get enough blaze rods. Here we go. And we're almost done. And this is the last blaze rod that I need. Now we need to get some pearls, so let's start killing some endermen. And these guys are already dropping a ton of pearls. Oh my gosh. And we already have 3 ender pearls. Let's go. So now we just need to keep killing them. And we just need to get this zombie out of here, but let's kill some more. And just like that, I already have 6. Now that I have enough, whoa! Dude, come on. Well, now we can actually make some Eyes of Ender and go find the stronghold. Hopefully it's not too far away from here. And hopefully if I just keep throwing them, we'll find this portal. And now I'm gonna throw another one. Ooh, it's headed that way. That means it's really close. And I'll throw another one just to make sure. Ooh, yo, it's right here. So it must be like right here. I'm just gonna dig straight down. And okay, I'm kind of lost right now, but if I dig, oh, it's right here. Oh, shoot, we're straight into the portal room. Let's go. Now we can actually light up a legit end portal, and we'll head right in a second. Oh, no, dude, I didn't mean to go in right now. Dude, this spawn is super weird, but it's okay because we can take out this dragon and get bedrock. Well, now let me take out these crystals. Oh, that's a little embarrassing, but bang. And we'll just quickly take out the dragon. And bang, we finally took out that dragon. That took much longer than it probably should have, but you're not gonna see half of it because I'm gonna cut it out. And now I need to head to the nether so that I can get gas gears to make end crystals. And I'll just quickly set up a portal near world spawn. And now I'm gonna be on the hunt to kill a bunch of ghasts. And again, that took way too long, but now we have plenty of gas tiers. And I can't believe through all of the updates, my water base is still here in the nether. Let me just grab some sand really quickly to get some glass. And take out this enderman for a pearl. And now, using our crafting table, I can make some end crystals. And now we need to head back to the end. You're probably wondering, how the heck am I going to get bedrock from this? Well, if you follow exactly what I do, remove all the torches and then place your end crystal replacing the top block of bedrock. Then you set up all the crystals except one, like you're about to summon the dragon again. Then build a little barrier for yourself and then put the last one down. And as soon as you place it, break it, interrupting the dragon summoning process. And hopefully on the other side of the end portal around world spawn will be a piece of bedrock. And now that we're here, somewhere around world spawn hopefully is a piece of bedrock. Now it's not guaranteed and I'm not really seeing a piece of bedrock, so we might have to do it again. Oh, wait! Oh my gosh, there's a piece of bedrock! Dude, we actually got bedrock in survival Minecraft. This feels so cursed to hold in my hand. But now, doing the exact same nether trick, we can just put the bedrock in here and use our time machine for the last time, saying goodbye to old Minecraft. And now that we're here, we can head back to the nether, and after finding our familiar cobblestone paths, we start to see what looks very familiar, and inside of this chest is bedrock. Oh my gosh. And because we didn't dupe it in the old version, we have to use a more unreliable dupe method in this version. So I just need a barrel and to turn my FPS and chunks all the way up. And now if I Alt F4 the game, I should have one in the chest and one in my hand. Oh my gosh, it worked. Now I just need to do that a bunch more times. Okay, and after doing that, we have generated a ton of bedrock. And I have to be very careful while building with this block because if I place it in the wrong spot, we can't move it, obviously. And for this final house, I want to combine all of the illegal blocks. And so let me just build the most illegal house you'll ever see. And that is it. The most illegal house in Minecraft ever. I literally can't believe how cursed this looks. But before I'm done, I want to quickly make something that nobody in this server will ever see again. I'm going to take a random commenter from the last video's name, put them on a name tag, and put them in a chest, and then lock them in this bedrock box. And this goes to SoulGamerZX. And you'll never see this ever again. And after I close this top, there is no way to get inside of there. And you'll be in there forever, SoulGamerZX. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to suggest what to do next, join the Discord server. Oh, I can't mine this. I keep forgetting.